Hello, Floss Tube. I'm Terry.
And I'm Jamie.
And we're the Cornhusker Stay
Stitchers. Today is Friday, November 10th, 2023. And this is a Floss Tube Extra.
Welcome. WIP Parade.
Yeah.
I got talked into doing it.
Finally. Took a minute, but I got it. The kicker was I had to help her with everything. I'm like, that's what I like to do. So yes, of course.
Yes. And for those of you that may just be joining us for the first time, we are a mother and daughter duo.
Yep. I'm the mom, she's the daughter.
Yeah.
Can't you tell? We are from Lincoln, Nebraska. As we did say, we are the Cornhusker Stay Stitchers. So if you are interested in anything you see in this WIP Parade, be sure to check out our other videos. And you can get a little more feel of who we are and what we do.
We're in our third year of doing videos, so
Yes.
there's quite a few to watch, but we only do them every 2 weeks, so.
Are we technically our third, or we entered our fourth year? We're our third anniversary.
So in our fourth year.
Yeah.
Yay.
Woo woo.
Thanks to everybody who's stuck with us.
Yay.
So this is a WIP Parade.
Yes.
Let's get into it.
I have a ton of
It's going
whips.
to be a long one.
Yes. It's going to be great.
I haven't counted mine. Have you counted yours?
I have. I don't know how many you have, but I have 2 stacks and Mom only has 1.
You failed me. You were supposed to count them.
Nah. We'll count later. But I have a little bit of everything. Mom has a little bit of everything. We're going to alternate.
A lot of things the same?
Yeah, we do have some same projects. Yep.
All right.
Full coverage, little stuff. I'm gonna show one, she's gonna show one, and then there'll be a point in this episode where I only show.
I'll just be sitting here helping her hold them.
And I also like to start things, so you'll see some things that don't have much done on them.
I will let you get started because you have more.
Okay, sounds good. So we are gonna start this WIP Parade with Nebraska Travel Poster. This is a pattern I got off of Etsy. And honestly, I don't remember from whom. But I am doing mine on 32 count. I just realized you couldn't really see this. 32 count Mercedes Lugana by Picture This Plus. I'm doing it on a blue fabric. Let me undo it a little bit more so you can see. And that's what I have so far. I have the barn done. My expectation is, since I did it on the blue fabric, I would not be stitching the blue, but I would come back and stitch the Nebraska.
You still have a lot of stitching done.
Done or to do?
Done.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And to do.
Yes. This is the only scroll bar you're going to see from me. I don't use them a lot, but I do tinker with them. I also use Q-snaps.
I was going to say, do you not like scroll bars?
It depends on my mood for the day. Everything. I change everything constantly.
I don't really use scroll bars, but it's on my Christmas wish list, but now I'm rethinking it. So I have my patterns arranged from my oldest whips to my newest ones. With the exception of the first 2, I forgot to write down, so I don't know where they fall. Excuse me. This is a free pattern from Sub Rosa called Patriotic Strawberry. And I'm going to hold it back because all I have is the chart. I don't actually have a picture.
It's going to become a strawberry.
And this was one of my manias maybe this past year. This past May.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's all I have done. This is on a Fortnite 32 count Lugana Fortnite fabric that I re-dyed several times myself trying to find the right color. And actually turned out to be a good patriotic color.
Yeah. There's some yellows and greens and blues and pinks. Well, reds.
Where are you putting yours when you're done with them?
Right there.
Well, I don't have a spot.
Move all that you need to. Mom's got her whole setup here.
I did pre-plan that.
Just going to move this out of the way quick.
There's my 7 off my keyboard that broke this morning. We're off to a good start.
It's great.
Okay, we don't need this anymore, do we?
No, we don't.
Well, maybe.
I don't know. There were like no notes on it, so.
I'll put that there.
Mine are in no order whatsoever. This is another pattern I got off of Etsy. This is Cross Stitch with Us. This is Belle and Beast. I am a hardcore Beauty and the Beast fan. I am doing mine on black fabric as well. 14 count black fabric.
Do we want to get the thing to hold it behind it? Or?
Oh, we can do that. Can you reach it?
Do you want the big one?
Sure. So I don't park, really, but you are going to see some parked threads because...
No, it was a beast teaching her how to parallel park.
So I'm going to show it back here to give you an idea. And then I'm going to come in closer and it's going to blow out. But the brown in Belle's head, I am taking that out. That is the called for color. What I'm going to do is this here. It is a blend between black and 939. So I'm going to do that and replacing the brown with that.
So I was working on Country Cottage Needleworks Santa's house, and I started this again or Santa's Village, as a mania, I think 2 years ago. And I didn't get very far. This is where I'm at. But I think whichever direction it goes, it's irreversible. It's reversible right at this point. I think I'm going to restart that because I just don't really like this fabric very much. I think that is what a...
This is a 28 count.
Jobelin? Oh, there it is.
32 count lamb's wool Jobelin. And I can't remember if that was called for or not.
Yeah, I can't remember either.
I'm not
a fan of this particular piece. Maybe a different color, but
okay.
I think I'm going to restart that one.
Sounds good. Oh, right. This one, so we were going to do this WIP Parade a week ago. For other reasons, we were not able to. So I took this one. I had all my WIPs here at Mom's house, and I left them all at Mom's house. So I took one WIP home with me, and this is what I took. The Prairie Schooler, this is Christmas Eve. And this is turning out adorably tiny.
I thought it was going to be way bigger than this.
Yes. I'm doing mine on 32 count Eggnog by Color and Cotton. And when I went home with it, I had that tiny little bit of the sled. That part of just that 1 foot. And this bottom corner of brown. That's it. That's all I had. So making some progress.
So my oldest WIP, which I actually am going to be working on this week, 'tis the season.
Yes.
Country Cottage Needleworks, Be Thankful. And everything that you see will be working copies. We photocopy all of our patterns and put the patterns away so that we don't damage them.
Yeah.
So I'm stitching this on 32 count linen, Spiced Honey by Color and Cotton. And this is where I'm at.
And you changed up your floss a little bit too, didn't you?
Just a little bit if I remember right.
For whatever you had in stash.
It looks like it was called for DMC, and I switched it to some Classic Colorworks and Weeks Dye Works. I have restarted this one at a certain point, and I changed the fabric on it. Yeah, I changed it. I changed the fabric and then started using overdyed floss instead of the DMC.
Yep. And you're actually doing this. This is 32 count, but you're doing one floss thread over two.
Why? I don't know. That's the way it turned out. So.
That's what she did. This one, we call these Jamie starts. You'll see in a second. This is Spring by the Cricket Collection. I'm doing it on, let's see, 32 count Lintel by Lakeside Linens. And this is what I mean by a Jamie start. Look, can you see it? There's a tiny little bit of green right there too.
So this one has a story. This is Bless Our Home by Country Cottage Needleworks. Now, I started this on 28 count Coffee Tea Dyed Monaco. That's as far as I got. I was considering restarting it and changing the green. I wasn't crazy about the green.
Yeah, you were doing called for, right? In that one?
Yeah. So, Jamie had already started it and decided that she didn't like her colors.
Yep.
She was further into it than I was. So she restarted hers and gave me her old one, which was almost done. So I was like, I'm just going to complete this one and call it my own.
I'm fine with that. It was just going to go away, you know?
She was going to get rid of it. It's like, no, you don't.
Don't you dare.
Don't you dare.
But I did finish my other one, believe it or not. You would see it in our last video. Happy Christmas Row. I love Ben Creek. Absolutely love Ben Creek.
They're one of my favorites.
I'm doing this on 28 count coffee tea dyed Monaco.
They are my favorite, as a matter of fact, right now. They are my favorite.
I am changing up the colors slightly, mainly because we try to pull as much as we can from stash and then supplement. But what I'm doing as well is this is black coffee. And I don't know what it's called for, but it's a green. So I'm trying to do like a red-black kind of thing.
That's going to be really pretty. My next one is In the Meadow by Country Cottage Needleworks. Back when I started this, I did a lot of Country Cottage Needleworks. I love her stuff. I'm doing this on 28 count even weave Joblin Water Lily. And this fabric is gorgeous to work on.
It's like butter.
It's like butter. And this is done in Classic Colorworks with 1 DMC. And that is the called for colors.
Perfect. Teresa Kogut, All the Things. I love her stuff.
I do too.
She is such an artist. I mean, legitimately, she's an artist, but she just is gorgeous. Like the stuff she does. This is called for on Gingerbread by Picture This Plus. This is not what I'm doing mine on, but it is a substitute for gingerbread.
And it's an amazing piece of fabric.
This is 32 count linen, and I cannot remember the name of it. But that's what I have done.
You know, if you keep track of it, keep notes like I do.
Yeah.
That's not spiced honey either, is it? Because that's
no.
A lot darker.
I got it from Julie's shop.
Oh, okay. My next one is American Farmhouse by the Scarlet House. And I have changed pretty much all of my threads on this one. Looks like I'm doing all DMC.
Oh.
And that's on 28 count coffee tea-dyed Monaco.
And anytime we talk about tea-dyed Monaco, it's stuff that we've dyed ourselves.
And a lot of my old stuff is on 28 count. So that's where I started, and I was doing everything on that. And then I opened up a whole world of new fabrics, and it's been downhill for me ever since.
But in a good way, right?
In a good way.
In a good way. I stitch on primarily 28s and 32s. 32s kind of my comfort zone, but I like Ada's, even weaves. Linen's not
fabric.
My favorite. Yeah. Fabric, burlap. Plum Street Samplers. This is Heritage Sampler. I just have a little bit of a start here. I am doing this on 40 count. Zvargar. I know. Cafe au lait. And just a little bit in the top. I am not a big fan of one strand of floss. So that's why it's a big deal.
I love one strand of floss. Get off me now.
It's enough. Stop it.
It's enough closeness. Country Cottage Needleworks Liberty Lane is my next one. And I have changed quite a few colors in this. I'm reading the back. So that's why I'm holding it up so long. But it's still pretty. And it's on 28 count coffee tea-dyed Monaco. I have not lost a love for these older patterns.
No.
I mean, I just need to get back to them because I love them.
Yeah, I was going through some of my older patterns here, and I'm like, oh, when can I start this? Go back to this one? Oh, I need to search that one. Let's talk summer. This is hands-on design. I'm just doing the bigger ones. I have 2 of the 4 started. I'm doing mine on 14 count chalkboard black Ada. And I just have the bottom. I said let's talk summer, right?
No, it's not the summer.
Okay. But that's all I've got for right now. We'll put this over here because it needs to be serged.
Do you have any idea where this one is?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Will I run into it?
Yes, that's the one that's in your book twice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so my next one then is Tree of Life Samplings, Penny Treats. I love this pattern. I believe I'm doing all the called for colors on this one. I'm doing it on 28 count coffee tea-dyed Monaco.
Boom! I love him.
I know.
He's great.
And the sunflowers.
That white does show up pretty good. It didn't show up too well on the camera, but...
Yeah, coffee tea dye is good for whites.
Yes.
And we always had a tendency to dye ours darker.
Mm-hmm. This is Red, White, and Bloom by Brenda Gervais, or With Thy Needle and Thread. So this was a mania start for me, so I only had about 20 minutes on it. So I have or moo. For me, it says moo.
And which one is that?
This is the one that you can't actually see. It's this one right here. Bloom is under there. So I'm also doing this on 28 count coffee tea dyed Monaco. Like Mom said, ours usually are darker. This was a really dark piece.
That is very dark, very marbled.
So I just turned it over and I'm working on the back.
I am currently looking for the information for my next piece. Okay, Baby It's Cold Outside is my next one. I'm doing mine on 32 count raw linen by Zweigart. And this is turning out really cute.
Yes, it is.
I've seen some people change theirs to blue, and that looks really nice also.
I'm considering restarting mine, so do you think I should change mine to blue?
I think you might be happier.
I'll have to find some of those pictures.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Who was it that did it in blue? Steph, maybe?
No. Diane? Was it you? Was it Diane Hahn?
I don't know.
Diane?
If you did yours in blue, send us pictures. Let us know.
Yeah, let us know. This is Shannon Christine. Excuse the mess. It says excuse the mess, but I craft here. This is a RIT dyed fabric that Mom and I RIT dyed ourselves. And I did change up the colors a little bit. I'm doing more of a dusty blue, dusty purple, dusty green color.
Oh, that blew out.
So,
I like that.
it's looking good.
My next one is Lakeside Lodge by Little House Needleworks, and the only reason I'm doing this one is because of those 3 little bears. If you know me, you know I love bears.
If you know, you know, right?
If you know, you know.
That's what they say.
I love bears, I love sunflowers. Teddy bears, real bears, black bears. I don't like grizzlies, they scare me.
Those are the ones that scare you.
And there I am. Or there.
It is.
Piece is. But that was also on 28 count coffee tea dyed Monaco. And this was early on when I came back into stitching. If I were doing it again today, I would probably cut it off right about there.
Oh.
And just do that much. Because that's just,
Unnecessary for
unnecessary for me.
you. Yeah, I can
But
see
there's
that.
a cute little squirrel in there, so
Well,
it is going to be cute. It's going to go in the cabin that I'm never going to own.
what we've learned, or what we're trying to do, when we first started stitching, well, when we got back into it, we were doing all called for. We just...
Follow the pattern.
Yep.
Don't deviate.
We weren't comfortable yet, but as things changed, as we did more and more, it's like, you know what, I want to tweak that color a little bit.
Yeah.
And we gained more confidence and more confidence, so just do it. My point is, just do it. You
Do
got
it the
this.
way you want to do it.
Yes. This is Manny D. Donna, Patriotic Welcome Pillows. And I'm doing this one here. I'm doing it on 25 count Vintage Country Mocha Lugana. Again, just what I had in stash.
I like those colors. I'm Cereal Bowl Collection, Lesson 2 by Plum Street Samplers. And I am doing this on 32 count Belfast Raw Linen by Zweigart.
That is her favorite.
This is when my tastes have started to change. So I'm doing called for colors on this one. And yeah, that currently is my favorite fabric.
I love this one. A Tisket, a Tasket by Rosewood Manor. I'm doing it actually in all called for. The only exception to that is, I believe it's a 28 count vellum, and I'm doing mine on a 14 count vellum by Picture This Bless. This was a mania start this year. And I didn't get much, and there's a tiny little bit there too, but that's where she be.
Uber Flag by WIP Parade. I have a note to myself on the back.
It's a book, don't read it.
It's a book. It's a long book.
That's when you try to explain things to yourself.
Yeah. I'm doing this on 28 count Monaco Rit dyed blue. And that one is so close to being finished. It's just fill-in.
It's a lot of fill-in, but it is just fill-in.
Look at that wonky little house. Isn't that adorable?
It is. This is Tulip Festival by Brenda Gervais. Doing this on 32 count Vintage Country Mocha Lugana. Almost all the called for. The only thing different is this purple here. It's called for as mulberry, and I think it's General Arts mulberry. I changed mine. I think the one I'm doing is like lilac something.
You don't have it written down? Of course not.
And when I pulled all this stuff out, it was like a whole week ago, and I can't remember anything anymore from it.
Okay, so my next one is Patriotic House Trio by Waxing Moon.
I was oogling this one when I was ironing it.
Yeah, I like
or
this
pulled
one.
it down, I mean.
So I'm doing this in General Arts, Classic Colorworks, and DMC. And 28 count Coffee Tea-Dyed Monaco.
Woohoo!
I'm doing mine all as one piece, not as three. And I'm not taking, looks like I'm not taking out any of the borders or anything. It's just all three put together.
Yep.
Looks like what?
Two
stitches in between.
Yep. This is another pattern I got off of Etsy. I'm not even sure if it has a name. I call it Outlander.
That is a clever name.
How about that? I don't even know where that came from. I'm doing this on 32 count Jamie's Kilt Lugana by Fabrics by Stephanie. And I just restarted this one a couple weeks ago. I'm doing it all called for. But I was doing it on 40 count Jamie's Kilt.
Do you have that with you, that other piece?
No. Well, it's over there in the room somewhere. But so I'm doing it on 32 count with 2 strands, and I'm much happier.
Cool. My next one is Brave Hearts by Little House Needleworks. It looks like I've changed
All of it.
all of it. I'm doing mine on 28 count. That is not. Oh, wait. 28 count even weave, hand dyed from Fortnite Fabrics. I've changed all my colors. That's a pretty piece of fabric.
Very. Next one is The Witch Next Door by Primrose Cottage Stitches. Another Mania whip this year for me. So I only have a tiny little bit. And I feel like this fabric is pretty perfect for it. This is 32 count stoneware color and cotton. Just a little bit in the middle.
My next one is Lizzie Kate's My To-Do List. And I've changed all my colors on this one too. I'm doing this on 28 count Coffee Tea Dyed Monaco. Go figure. And that is about halfway done. That's turning out really cute. Goes fast. Why I'm not working on it, I don't know.
This is one I think you'd get done pretty quick.
I think so too.
Get it out of your to-do pile.
I don't do any of WIP goes or anything like that, but I need to come up with some sort of a plan to get some of this stuff done.
Lots of whips bother Mom.
They do.
They stress her out.
And Jamie's like, just start it. Just start it.
Just do it. But at the same point, I can't bring myself to start anything, even though I want to start everything. So, go figure. This is the Cricut Collection, Playing with Jacks. This was just a very tiny start on 32 count Spiced Honey by Color and Cotton. And that's it.
So cute.
Just that little guy.
I think at one of our last WIP parades, we had people vote on which ones we should do, and that was the one that people voted that you should do.
That was the one where we were checking or figuring out which one to start next.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that one won.
Yes, it did.
Mine that won is completed. Just
Mine's
saying.
not.
I'm just saying. Bobbing for Pumpkins by Brenda Gervais with Thy Needle and Thread. I'm doing mine on 28 Camp Coffee Tea Dyed Monaco. And I believe I'm doing all the called for flosses because who can change flosses on Mrs. Gervais' stuff? That is just, she's perfect. Almost. I like it.
This next one I have restarted, and I'm considering starting again. We'll see. I don't know. We'll
It's
see.
just not doing it for you.
It's not. This is Teresa Kogler's Land That I Love. Mom finished this, and it's gorgeous. I love it.
Maybe you need to find a spot that you really like a lot and start there. Or just pull out a motif and just do a motif.
Maybe. But then I'll feel like not a failure, but an incompletionist, maybe.
What if you find a spot on there that you like that you can get on your fabric just to get you excited about doing it?
Yeah. I really like her dwelling place sampler that came out this year.
Yes.
I'm doing this on 36 count Vintage Overcast by Lakeside Linens. And it's the one thread. That's the reason why I hesitate on it. It's pretty. Don't get me wrong. Just don't like stitching that.
You're weird.
I know. I feel like I'm going to rip it out or something.
But your stitches are perfect.
Oh,
I mean,
that's sweet. Thank you.
Well, not you specifically.
Not you.
It's easier to do good stitches with one floss than two. And you don't have to railroad or anything.
No.
But your stitches are pretty good.
Thank you. I don't railroad anyway.
You know what?
Railroad.
Oh. Little House Needleworks. My hair's bothering me today. Hometown Holiday, the quilt shop. I need to get this one done so that it can go in my room, my sewing room. I'm doing this, go figure, on 28 count Coffee Tea Dyed Monaco.
I feel like it should go in your quilting room.
I feel like I've changed colors, but I don't have it noted, so...
I'm sure you have changed colors. Maybe not. I don't know.
That one is... That could be done in no time.
Could be. It could be. This is Hop Peep Leap by Misty Purcell, Luminous Fiber Arts. I love, 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 love these stacks of hers. I'm doing mine on a fabric I don't know the color on, of 32 count Color and Cotton. And I started it last year. Dink. That's what I got going on. I think it's
So I didn't even see that little bird until you held it up in the camera, and now I can see it perfectly.
My bodiless bird. Yep. He's missing a body.
Those are cute.
And they're just...
And that's called for, that part?
Yep. It is called for.
I think I'll be changing that on mine. Nothing personal, but...
Mom's not a fan of teal.
Okay. Basket Full of Summertime by Brenda Gervais. And this one, too, is almost done. I'm doing this on 28 count Coffee Tea Dyed Monaco. Look at that flag. Look at the little dog holding the flag. That's
right?
The only thing I can't figure out is why the two flags are blowing in different
directions.
directions. They must like be in the middle of a downdraft or a tornado or something.
Those little flowers at the bottom are fun. I like those.
Yeah.
This is Misty Purcell's Luminous Fiber Arts. This was her July mystery this year. It's called Merry Greetings. And I got so far on it.
I didn't even start it yet, so you're further than me.
I'm doing this on her called for fabric for it, which is a 32, well, the color Sparrow is the called for fabric, hand dyed by Misty, but I'm doing mine on 32 count. And all
Sparrow?
I have.
Is it still Sparrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And then that's all I have. Yes, yes, yes.
My next one is Madame Cottontail by Brenda Gervais. I also was going through a Brenda Gervais phase at this time. Because why not? They're cute. And looking at the grass, I'm pretty sure I kept all the same colors. 28 count Coffee Tea Dyed Monaco. No, I changed the skirt. The skirt is now purple, and it was teal
Purple is her favorite color.
Yeah.
Speaking of Bent Creek, this is the Spooky Halloween Mantle. This is a kit I got, and it is fantastic and huge and chunky, and I love it. So it is a kit, and their kits usually come with pearl cotton, and I believe this is an 18 count linen, I believe, or it's a 20 count, and the expectation is you do it one strand of pearl cotton over 2 threads, so it's actually like it must be 20, because I think it's a 10 count. That's a needle minder I made. But it's just, isn't it fun? I didn't think I would like working with pearl cotton, but it's pretty fun.
So when I get to this one, actually I have started this one, so I'll discuss it. But I'm not doing mine with pearl cottons. I just pulled DMC.
Yes.
I think. My next one is Blessed Bee. I don't have any of my colors written down, so I don't know what I was doing. Blessed Bee by Brenda Gervais.
I'm pretty sure you did call for, but with the exception of the dress.
28 count coffee tea dyed Monaco. Changed the dress to purple. Yeah, it all looks the same.
And these two, Madame Cottontail and Blessed Bee, are in the same bag for Mom.
Because they have the same colors.
Very similar. Yep, exactly.
Pretty much same colors.
The next one is Teresa Koget. This is Work of Heart. This is Good Tidings. Oh my goodness, I love it. I love it.
I could stitch every one of her patterns and be happy.
Yes. Some of them aren't for the faint of heart, but you know, it's all about doing the work, and the end product is gorgeous. So this was just a day of work. But that's where I'm at. I'm doing it on 14 count, just white. Because this...
I was going to say, is that full coverage?
It is full coverage. But isn't it gorgeous?
It is. You could do it on a blue, a light blue, and then only do the corners.
You could, but I'm not.
Because it looks a little weird when you're done to have raised parts and unraised parts.
I can't, I know. Mom, what does this mean? This is platform 9 3/4.
Somebody has me reading Harry Potter after I've been fighting it for so many years. So now I finally know what that means. Search the Sky by Waxing Moon Designs is my next one.
I hope mine's in here somewhere.
This is on 28 count blue spruce casual linen. That's cute. And I think I have all the called for colors on this one.
I think so too.
I don't mind linens.
She likes them a lot more.
It's not my preferred fabric, but I don't mind them at all.
Yep. Country Cottage Needleworks, red, white, and bloom. I did a stash conversion on this one. Also doing it on 28 count coffee tea dyed Monaco. And this blue is one of my favorite blues. It's Morning Glory by Classic Color Works.
Okay, Bless Our Land by Plum Street. I changed just a couple of the colors on this one. Looks like I switched the house color and the dress color. I just flip-flopped those around. This is on 28 count lamb's wool by Witchelt. So I made the blue house darker and the dress lighter.
Yep. Stony Creek Dashing Through the Snow.
Dashing through the snow.
This is called for just on a blue with white floss. I am doing it on a blue. I'm doing it on 28 count denim.
That looks good.
Denim. But I'm doing mine with White Lightning Weeks Dye Works floss.
Got just a little bit of variegation in it.
A little
Not
bit,
overpowering.
Yep. A little bit of gray. I'm loving it. I think it's going to be great. Dashing through the
That's a whole lot of white. You do a good job on your white, though.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, this is my uninvited guest, and if you've been watching, you saw me working on this over Halloween. I did do a restart on it.
This is by Charting Creations.
What did I change?
Full coverage. And the artwork is by Jeff Tift.
Oh, I was originally doing it on a 20 count white Lugana, and then I switched over to a 25 count easy count.
Lugana. Yum.
That's what I forgot the number of stitches that I have in there, but there's a lot of stitches in there. If I remember right, what did I tell you? There were over 500 in just the pumpkin alone?
Something like that. I thought it was, I thought it was something like that.
So I was kind of getting bored with the house because it's black, gray, dark blue. So I kind of worked my way down here. I did do it. And then worked the pumpkin. That way I could get just a little bit of color in it and I wasn't so bored.
But worked that pumpkin.
Halloween came and went and it was time to move on.
And then she switched gears.
Yeah.
This next one, I'm seriously considering UFOing.
Oh. Sorry.
And that's why I never do. UFOing just meaning that getting rid of it, basically. I don't UFO a lot. But sometimes you have to. This is Country Cottage Needleworks, Some Flowers in Summer. But you've done yours, Mom.
I did mine and it was gorgeous.
Exactly. So it's complete. It's done.
Yeah, but you should do yours.
Yeah, well, it's not doing anything for me. 28 count
Well, by all
coffee tea.
means, quit.
28 count coffee tea dyed Monaco. Changed up all the colors. Restarted it. And got to there.
Just quit. Just quit. You're a quitter.
Uh-huh. And that's the other reason why I'm not UFOing things.
You know I'm joking. You can quit it if you want. Okay, Coffee First by Brenda Gervais with that needle and thread. I'm doing this on 40 count Stars Hollow by R&R. It is tidy. And again, it's almost done. I could just work on it and get it done.
You don't have anything for perspective, do you? No, I got nothing. Put your hand up there.
Oh, I just did.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, put your hand up there.
Well, no, I'm good. If you did yours, this is another Jamie start. Needs a lot of work. This is an exclusive that Sweet Wings Studios did for us, Miss Susan. This is My Home Sweet Home. And shameless plug, Mom and I also have a cross-stitch and quilting supply store, and we have that link down below. So if you're interested in this pattern, you can get it there. I'm
PDF only.
PDF only. I'm doing mine on 32 count spiced honey. And I just have that. Can you see it? Here, let me get it closer. There we go.
Okay, my next one is Hallows Eve Haunting. I did work on this a little bit this Halloween. So it'll go in the pile for next Halloween.
I love it.
I'm plugging away at it. I'm doing mine on 36 count murky. I believe with all the called for colors.
Look which one's next for me.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
So this is where I'm at. You can start seeing the witch coming into the moon up there at the top.
Mm-hmm. Keep yours close. Because I am also doing Autumn Lane Stitchery. Hallows Eve Haunting. You said you're doing yours on 36 count.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing mine on 32 count.
Oh.
Murky.
Oh, yours is cute. You got the house in it. Mine's just a little bit smaller.
Yep. You know, if we held them like this.
Oh, my nose is itching.
Get it on up in there.
Oh, I see what you're trying to do.
What are you doing?
Mine needs to be in the front.
We'll have to work on that.
Impromptu. I need practice.
You need practice being impromptu, is that what you're saying? Next one.
The Witch's Brew, Brenda Gervais. I clearly was running through a lot of Brenda Gervais patterns at the time. This is on 40 count Feldspar by Picture This Plus. And again, all the called for threads. And that's just tiny, but isn't that cute?
Yes. That cup is huge still. Country Cottage Needleworks. This is Snow Days. This one's fun. I'm really enjoying this one. I decided to, again, restart it. But I restarted it on 28 count Nocturne by Picture This Plus.
That one's great. That's a great fabric.
I think it's going to give it that kind of snowy night sky look.
You're going to work on that this Christmas season?
Yes.
because I want to see that one getting going.
Yes, ma'am.
I am working on Lizzie Kate's Halloween Rules, and this is just a portion of it.
If you've never seen it, it looks like this if you do it all together.
I am doing mine on 32 count vintage Stormy Night Lugana. All the called for flosses. And it's quick. It's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I say I don't know why I'm not working on it, but I just have too many whips. That's the WIP Parade.
Yeah. This is the Chubby Bunny by Jeanette Douglas. Her Chubby series. Oh, amazing. I love them.
Die for.
Yes. So, I'm doing this on 32 count Agnes by Fortnite Fabrics.
It's not a cow.
I'm a Nebraskan, man. Like, everything's... Anyway, just the
Everything's
title.
Angus.
Insert thought here. Tiny little bunny.
Keep your thoughts to yourself. My next one is Easter Peep Parade.
And this one got stuck to something, so yes.
Yeah. Brenda Gervais.
That is an original pattern, which is one of the reasons why we do...
Yeah, this is why we make photocopies, because this is my original pattern. It's stuck to the plastic on a project bag. I'm very sad about that. Sad about the pattern, sad about losing the project bag.
Yep.
These are the called for flosses. I'm doing this on 28 count shell. I picture this plus.
I think they are.
I think they are.
That bunny's not for sure.
Grapevine. I changed grapevine. I'm using grapevine instead of Weeks Dye Works putty. But the frosted sage is the color she called for the basket. And it's not turning out very well on this fabric. So Jamie's going to rip that out for me, and I'm going to find a different color, probably a darker blue.
Good idea.
But this color shell, I absolutely love this fabric. It's kind of a purpley.
Gray purple.
Gray purple, yeah.
I'm going to put that over here.
Okay.
So I can remember. And just take it from you. My next one is from Little House Needleworks. This is from her Tumbleweed series. Old West Dry Goods. I'm doing this on a Rit dyed fabric. 28 count Monaco that Mom and I Rit dyed. And this is probably one of my favorite colors that we've ever dyed.
That is very pretty. I
could not tell you anything about it other than it's a brown. And that's all called for. This one's fun.
We need to figure out how to duplicate that
Yeah.
color.
Start by remembering.
Start by writing stuff down.
Yeah, it doesn't happen.
My next one is Sweetland of Liberty by Cherry Hill Stitchery. And looks like I changed a couple of colors. I'm doing this on 32 count Prairie Dust by Color and Cotton. And again, close to a finish. Well, 3/4 of the way through.
Hilda Boo and Sunflowers too. This is from Brenda Gervais with Thy Needle and Thread. I'm doing mine on the called for everything, but called for 40 count. Wait, this is actually 36 count. 18th Century Blackbird by R&R. You know, I could do that over 2 and I might like it better.
Mm-hmm.
Not over 2 threads. It'll be a little thick, but
It's kind of, you would have to restart it.
that's never a problem for me.
No.
We'll see.
You could have things, never mind. I'm not going to go there. I don't want to upset you. Comparison. Cross stitch with art.
From Etsy.
From Etsy. Is cross stitch with art the designer?
I don't know.
So it says comparison is the thief of joy. I'm doing mine on Fortnite Fabrics Panther cap, 32 count Lugana. And I am using the Artiste brand Peacock Show in satin floss. That is a pretty piece of fabric.
Yes.
It's very similar to shell.
Yeah.
Only a little darker.
Yep. My next one is We the People by Erica Michaels. And this is that's a preamble, right? We the people of the United States of America, United States.
In order to form a
More perfect union. 28 count coffee tea dyed Monaco. And yes, you're seeing this correctly. That is my margin.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's correct. But we're going to go with it. And I was going for a dirty color, just like a grungy.
I like it. Something from like 1776.
Exactly. Imagine that.
Is that what that says?
Yeah.
1787.
That one's 1787, yeah.
Okay. I'm doing mini scaredy cats. And I only touched this a little bit for Halloween this year. This is a Heaven and Earth design. I'm doing mine on 25 count, easy count, Lugana.
Huh. Sorry.
And that's where I'm at. This is his little nose.
Little nose.
You big nose.
Look at that nose.
I gotta work up to those cute little kitties. That's my dried on force. What?
So this particular pattern, this is, again, the We the People from Erica Michaels. It says on the back, right here, it says, train a dog, save a warrior. A portion of the proceeds go to TADSAW, train a dog, save a warrior. Helping soldiers, veterans, and their rescue dog partners.
Awesome.
And for the record, we are patriotic. This particular shirt says something. 9/12 United. The intent is, why can't we all be like we were on September 12th?
Yeah. And in the U.S., tomorrow is Veterans Day.
Mm-hmm.
So happy Veterans Day, and thank you everyone for your service.
Very much.
A little bit of a break there from our floss tube, but
Yeah.
Our WIP Parade. And we will be doing a regular video tomorrow, right?
Yes.
So we can
I think so.
thank all the peoples tomorrow.
My next one is Teresa Kogler. This is Moon Dance.
You're out of the screen again.
So when I was trying to figure out what I was going to say, the fun part about this is the black is actually negative space. So it's stitched on 28 count black Jobelin. And look at those witches' feet. Can you see them right there?
Oh, yeah.
Look at the witches' feet. I love this one. I absolutely love this one.
That is cute. Okay, so my next one is a Heaven and Earth design, mini Together We Stand, artwork by Jody Bergsma. I believe we have a couple other people we're going to do a stitchy group with, and I think I'm going to restart mine.
Are you?
I think.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at. I started in the middle. I may or may not have it screwed up. I think maybe I don't. If I don't, then I probably will not restart it. To be determined. That's all I have to say about that one.
Okay. That's all I have to say about that there.
I will say a little bit more. This is where I keep track of my stuff. There's a lot of colors in there.
Don't mind me.
I'm not.
If you look at your pattern,
Oh, it tells you how many
it
colors.
does. How many colors is it? 89 colors. My next one is Plum Street Samplers. This is Miss Bingley's library. I'm doing mine on a fabric I didn't write down. I am doing it 28 count. This was a mania start for me this year, so not much is done on it.
That looks like another like cobblestone piece.
Something like that, yeah. I did get it from Julie's shop, too.
Okay.
Reflections, Framing, and Stitching.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
My next one is Christmas Rules by Lizzie Kate, and I have a note here that I changed all colors. No, that was right. So that's what it'll look like all together.
Yeah, this is another one like her Halloween rules.
And I am not far in this one, but ooh, I like my color choices.
If you guys ever see any strings from the back, we just parked the thread. And by parked, I mean it's still attached to the needle, so. Fabric?
This is
32
32
count.
count natural raw, my favorite.
Yep. This next one is Cricket Collection. This is the Autumn. And Autumn. What I did was I just copied the legend and I taped it to the front so then I could see the legend and what the picture looked like. I'm doing mine on 28 count lamb's wool Joblin. And I work from left to right. I work from right to left. But what you can see is if you don't pay attention to where you're starting, you have a lot on the top and none on the bottom. It'll fit.
And it's going downhill still, isn't it?
Yes, it is. But you saw my my margin from the previous one, so this is
It'll
fine.
work. It'll work.
It'll be fine.
Too much is just wasting fabric. So.
Yeah. When I finish things, I finish it on my own, so I only have to blame me.
Yeah. Okay, so Country Cottage Needleworks Glitter Village. I'm doing this on 32 count raw silver. This one has been kind of in timeout for about 2 years.
Yeah, it's been a minute. I was looking for mine too.
It's beautiful. I love it. The fabric, it has that
As silver woven through it.
silver woven through it, so it takes a little bit to get used to working on it.
Mm-hmm.
And if you put it down for a little bit and come back to it, then it takes a little bit to get used to it again. So I kind of have just put it aside for a minute until I have time to just strictly work on it. So
Were you going to... I don't remember if you were changing your colors like I was.
I thought that I was, and I thought we had picked them out, but I can't remember. I know I went shopping with you for yours.
Yeah. That was one I had actually UFO'd that. I had put it aside and said, I'm not working on this. And then it's like, you know what? Maybe we should just change the colors. So could you show that picture?
This is very...
It's a terrible picture, but you can see that there's oranges and pinks and light blues. And it just was not working for me. So we changed it to dusty blues and dusty purples. And so we'll see how it goes for me. And then once I find it in this pile, then I'll show you.
I think it'll be really pretty.
I'm excited, but I have to get back to it. Yeah. Plum Street Samplers, this is Good Company. I'm doing mine on 32 count pear wood by Color and Cotton. And I just have that little bit. And I say I just have that little bit because I actually have this amount on the other side. But what I liked about hers is the grass is striped vertically, and I wasn't paying attention, and I did mine horizontally, and I didn't want to rip it all out because it was crooked too, so I just restarted it. And that's where I am. Like 20 whole stitches in there. It's still crooked.
This is the one that I was going to restart.
For sure.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
This is Sunflowers, a Haid Mini. I'm doing mine on 32 count Lugana lamb's wool. And I think I'm doing full crosses. And it's not... there's just... I'm getting too much in there. So I want to do it on a 28 count easy grid. 25 count.
Something like that.
Easy grid.
Yeah.
And maybe do a 10 stitch. I think it might be screwed up in the middle too, but it doesn't matter because it's going to get restarted.
Yep. And this is artwork by Marianne Broom.
The joke, was that Joblin?
I thought you were going to say the joke. What
The
joke?
joke.
Yes.
It's just a little too thin for me.
Isn't this the same as your Santa's Village is on?
Santa's Village?
Yeah.
Yeah, Yep, the one I was going to restart. So, note to self, don't buy that anymore because I don't like it.
Oh, there you go.
Other people do. I mean, it's a great fabric. It's just not, I don't like it.
Yeah, not for you. Jack Frost's Tree Farm. This is part number 7, but I am doing the entire thing by Little House Needleworks, if I didn't say that. So mine's going to look something like this. I am doing mine on 28 count Coffee Tea Dyed Monaco. And I have all the borders done in the middle section. And then a start there on part 7.
you know, just getting the borders done seems to be quite a feat. And it's a good feeling.
And the best part about that feeling is it's going to fit.
It matches up, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to fit on the fabric.
I am doing Forever in Peace by Sweet Wing Studios, and this is, I love this pattern. Again, why am I not working on it? I did change a couple of colors. I'm doing mine on Color and Cotton Eggnog. And I started mine at the bottom. I usually start at the bottom and work up. I'm a bottom right starter. It's party.
It is party. My next one is Country Cottage Needleworks. This is Silent Night. And I ended up changing up the floss. The fabric I'm doing it on is a 28 count light blue that you can just get at, well, at the time, Hobby Lobby, but I'm pretty sure they don't have this anymore.
They're getting rid of a lot of their colors.
Yep.
A lot of their cross-stitch stuff.
If not all of it. For the most part. So.
Yeah. And you saw Jamie working on this. I also am working on the Nebraska travel poster. I'm doing mine on 32 count Fortnite fabrics called Herbert. That's where I'm at. So bottom right?
Yeah.
Yep, bottom right.
It's going to look good.
And I did say the fabric, right?
Yes. Herbert. This is Country Cottage Needleworks in the Meadow. I am also doing mine on 28 count Water Lily Joblin. And that's where we be. It's a really pretty light green.
I like that water lily.
Gives you a little taste of what it is.
So that lamb's wool was Joblin, right?
Joblin. Yeah. They are identical fabrics.
And I absolutely love that. I don't know what the difference in the makeup is. If it's just the lighter color shows through more.
Yeah.
It's a little stiffer. But I love that.
Maybe you should try dyeing that. I don't know. Just making stuff up here.
That's a thought, you know. I've got a ton of it, so instead of wasting it, just dye it.
There you go.
My next one is Charmed Apples by Hindsight. And there it is. I'm doing mine on 32 count Lugana by Color and Cotton called Garden Path. I feel like I've changed the colors, but I don't have it noted, so this is really pretty.
Well, you just did a stash dive.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So that red is Red Rocks, and that is just, love it. The yellow is Harvest Basket.
Yep.
I like that one. I could just look at that one all day. Why am I not stitching it?
Why are you not stitching it? I do not know. This is a teaser for anybody who's caught up on our floss tube videos. This is January, A Year in the Hoop by Small Town Needleworks that Mom and I are working on. I'm doing mine on 14 count Black Ada, called for colors.
Oh, it's so cute.
Look at him. It's going to be 5 inches. Oh my goodness, he's so cute. So cute.
Okay, I am doing Thanksgiving Petites by Little House Needleworks. I'm doing mine on 28 count Coffee Tea Dyed Monaco. And that's as far as I've gotten. And I believe that one is complete, but I'm going to have Jamie is my frogger because I don't like doing it.
I am.
She's going to frog out the oranges for me, and I'm going to change it to a darker orange because I'm not crazy about that color.
Yep.
Did I say enough about that?
Did you say everything about it?
I'm reading. I don't know.
This next one comes from a Blackbird book that we just bound. This is Winds of Autumn, and I am doing the Spell of the Moon, and I thought had it marked. Spell of the Moon. I'm doing mine on 36 count fawn by Picture This Plus. And again, I just did a stash die for a black. And then I'll do a yellowish.
Blacky green, isn't it? Do you know what color that is?
It's probably black coffee or coal or onyx.
I'd say onyx.
But it's also one thread. Anyway.
Let's go. Happy Scarecrow, Teresa Kogler. I'm doing this on 32 count De Bloom. Picture This Plus.
The bloom.
De Bloom. De Bloom. De Bloom. De Bloom.
This next one I have magnetic together. Don't ask why.
Magnetic together.
Yeah, you caught that?
Yes, I did.
This is from Awesome Pattern Studio. Got this off of Etsy. And it's my German Shepherd. I cannot remember the fabric, but it's Fiber on a Whim. I can't remember the color, but it's Fiber on a Whim.
I got the odds. Not that you're boring me, but...
If you would hold this up, I'd appreciate. Because, to give you some understanding, these are his ears. That's his tongue. And his nose. So, it's coming together. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Oh, thanks.
This is my first Mill Hill kit.
Ooh.
I am doing Sunflower Garden. I don't want to take it out because I don't want to lose all my beads that are in there, so I'm sorry for the glare. But I have chosen to do mine on 14 count Touch of Yellow by Witch Elt.
Instead of the perforated paper.
But still with their threads that came in the kit. I don't like perforated paper.
My next one is Erica Michaels. This is Quilting ABCs. I do have all the way up through part 4, but I'm only on part 1. I am doing mine on 18 count Milk and Honey by Fiber on a Whim. And I am doing 2 threads over 1 on 18 count. And that's where I be.
Pretty. Okay, my next one is Snowy Petites by Little House Needleworks. I am doing mine on 18 count Tobias. And I've got 2 of them completed. And I'm doing mine separate. I'd like to cut them apart and put them in my double. Make little pillows and put them in my double.
Founding Promises. This is Silver Creek Samplers. I'm doing mine on 32 count Color and Cotton. That I did not write the name down. Called for DMC. And I'm just starting from the right, going to the left.
I am doing Stitching Mommy's Temperature Quaker.
We're just getting into 2023 projects for you, right?
Yes. I'm doing this on 32 count Lugana Nantucket by Color and Cotton. And
dun, dun, dun.
I'll be working on this one tonight. I always try and catch up on it the Friday night before our floss tube. So floss tube day is tomorrow, and hopefully I'll have time to work on it tonight. We've had some really weird temperatures. I mean, we've had warm, then we've had really cold, and then we've had warm.
It's been pretty nice.
But mostly nice warm temperatures.
Yes. This is another mania project for me this year. This is a Dimensions Gold Collection Petite. This is Moonlight Cabin. I'm doing everything called for, whatever came in the kit. It is a 18 count navy. And then, can you see it? Here, let me get you closer. I didn't even get one full length of thread in. I still have all my thread back there. So.
That's okay.
Yep.
You gotta start somewhere, right?
Absolutely, but now it's started.
I also am doing Quilting ABCs by Erica Michaels. And part 5 is out, right? Part 5 just
No.
came out?
No, it's about to come out.
Okay.
It is about.
So I am
Dun, dun, dun.
working on part 1, 2, 3. I'm almost done with part 3. And I have to start part 4. I'm doing mine on 18 count Tobias. I don't know if I said that, by Seraphim. This one's kind of been on hold for a little bit. I kind of pushed really hard to get caught up, and then I just kind of got burned out on it. So I'm just going to put it aside for a little bit, and I'll get back to it.
And that's all right.
Because I'm going to get it done.
And you were actually doing yours on 1 thread.
1 thread on 18
Where
count.
I'm doing mine at 2. And as Mom says, I am also doing, this is Buttons and Beads Mill Hill Kit, Sunflower Garden, right? Okay. And again, I'm doing mine on 14 count Touch of Yellow. Just a little tiny start.
I started Egg Collector by Teresa Kogler this last spring. This is fun. I had a hard time putting this one down. But yet I did. 20 count Vintage Country Mocha. And I have changed pretty much all of the colors.
And yours was a stash dive too, right?
Yeah. Wow. I love this so much. So much.
It looks great.
I'm going to get back to it this spring. It's got those happy colors.
Yes. I am a huge fan of the drawn thread. This is Welcome Autumn. This was another Mania start this year for me. And it did not give much. This is 32 count Renaissance by Color and Cotton. And that's what it is. The bottom of the E.
Okay, Stand Tall by Southern Stitch Co. If you know me, you know I like sunflowers and everything there is to do with sunflowers. All called for colors. Let's see. I did rum raisin instead of black. So the letters, the words, are rum raisin. I'm doing mine on 32 count Vintage Country Mocha. And I didn't get terribly far. But I really like the way that rum raisin is looking versus black. And it's not showing up as well in the camera as it is in person.
Mm-hmm. It's a really deep red.
Yeah.
I have a thing for Teresa Kogler. Teresa Kogler, this is Happy Scarecrow. This is the one that Mom is also doing. 28 count.
Your pile is still big over there.
Coffee Tea Dyed Monaco. And I just started outlining a bunch of stuff. So I did that this year, actually.
Looks good.
I have a ton of projects, Mom.
I know. It's a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be.
There's like 96 projects in here for me.
I need to count mine. The Witch Next Door by Primrose Cottage Stitches. I'm doing mine on 40 count Days Gone by Silk Weaver Fabrics. And there she is. And these are now my 2024 Mania, so you may see some that don't have a lot of stitches in it.
And we're going to go with 2023 Mania.
That's what I meant to say.
Totally. I believe you.
But it's cute.
Yes. I fell onto the bandwagon for this one. This is the Modern Folk Embroidery, The Fruit of Plenty. This is the 2021 stitch along that Jacob did. I'm doing mine on 28 count. I think this is mushroom. I can't remember. I should have written it down. I think this is mushroom. I did restart it. Started in the lower right corner. And I'm doing DMC 931, 932, and 3750. And this is gonna be a big one.
Is this the one we have a plan for?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you want to say what that plan is or not?
Yeah, I think you should.
So I want to stitch this, but I don't want to start a project this big. Jamie's getting bogged down in it. So we are going to have joint custody of this project. I'm going to keep it at my house for a week or two and stitch on it. And Jamie's going to get it back and she's going to stitch on it. And then we're just going to keep switching it off.
Yeah, exactly. So I am also doing Christmas rules. I think this is the one I'm on. Not that it matters for you guys, but yeah. Share Your Toys is the next one I'm doing. I'm also doing mine all in one. 28 count coffee tea dyed even weave. I did a stash conversion. And that's where we're at.
It's very pretty. I love these designs.
We definitely chose a darker, more primitive style, which I'm loving. But I do, like you said, I love these designs too.
And Lizzie Kate is the original list stacker. There's been a lot of them come out since then that are just as cute, and I like them just as well. But she's
the OG.
The OG. Spring Gathering Scattered Seed Sampling. And when I said that these are my mania starts, so you might see some that don't have a lot on them. This might be one. I'm doing this on 32 count color and cotton Bellini. And there it is.
And this is a pile of floss, so don't freak out.
Yeah, it's just got it tied back there with my needle. That's how I store it. So, I think that's his little paw.
Yep. Tiny Modernist Words to Live By. This is just the outline, but I'm doing the whole thing. Mom's also got this started. Doing mine on 18 count black Ada. This looks messy, but all I've done is down in here.
That is a very pretty border.
It is. It is great. I love Mom's color, so I'm probably going to change. This is a very bright, and you can't see it, but this is a very, very bright one. And
Have I actually started mine, or is it just kitted?
And I'm going to make mine dusty. Yours is in the pile.
Okay.
You see that bright yellow thing right there?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Scattered Seed Samplings. Let me pick it up.
Pick it up. Pick it up.
Pick it up. Pick it up. Spring Messenger Pen Keep. I'm doing mine on 32 count fawn by Picture This Plus. Converted all my DMCs to overdyes. That's where I'm at.
You got an oval.
Not even a complete oval.
Manny D. Donna, The Good Life.
That is a cute pattern.
Funny note, comment, whatever. So, being in Nebraska, our slogan, I guess you could say, our state slogan, used to be Nebraska, the Good Life. It is no longer that. It is Nebraska. It's not for everyone. Because that makes so much sense. But I am doing this one on 32 count corn husk.
Was that rant going anywhere, or was that just... Okay.
It's the good life. It's no longer the good life, though. This needs to say it's not for everyone. And we are the Cornhusker State.
It was Nebraska nice for a while. I don't know what they're doing with our logo.
And that is the back. Apparently, I'm all kind of flustered. Anyway, we are the Cornhusker State. I'm doing it on corn husks, so I thought there was just tons of similarities. And this is a tiny little bit of sunflowers in the middle.
And as far as we're concerned, we are still the good life.
Yeah.
Freshly Baked Apple Pie by New York Dreamer. I'm doing mine on 32 count papyrus.
I've never known how to pronounce it.
By Color and Cotton. I have changed a couple of my colors. And I am doing this, it looks like 1/1. 1/2. 1/2 on 32 count.
My Glitter Village has to be in here somewhere. It must just be tiny. Jingle Jolly Joy. Luminous Fiber Arts. I'm doing mine on 32 count eggnog in called for colors. So that's just the bottom, a little bit of the snowman. At least I think they're called for colors.
I was enjoying my other Mill Hill so much, what little bit I had done on it. I decided to start another one, and this is Sunflower Bouquet, because sunflowers.
I have a feeling you might restart this one.
Why?
Based off of what you keep saying.
Oh, that's right. This is on 28 count labs. Whoa.
I think, yeah.
I don't think I'm going to restart it because there's beads in it. This is going to get really kind of chunky, isn't it? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think it's going to look great on that.
I think so too. It's cute.
Let's talk spring.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Hands-on design. I started down here in the bird's nest. I'm doing mine on 32 count lavender by Zweigart. And I just did a stash conversion.
Okay, my next one is Autumn Blessing by Waxing Moon Designs. I'm doing mine on 32 count Renaissance by Color and Cotton. And there's my little itty bitty start. Which was disappointing because I really wanted to work on this, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But the day, like I said, this is still my mania stuff from this past year. The day that I was going to stitch it, I just did not have time.
Yeah.
So I was lucky to get that much in.
Yep. Plum Street Samplers, the Gather In. And it has horses on it. And it has a big old barn. And it has beautiful colors. And there's nothing wrong with this. It's got an American flag. It's got sunflowers, if I didn't say that. I'm doing mine on 32 count Vintage Country Mocha, Lugana. And I just have that little bit of the fence.
I also am working on Christmas Eve by the Prairie Schooler. You saw Jamie's, which is turning out smaller than I thought.
But adorable.
But adorable. So now I'm really excited to do mine. I'm doing mine at 32 count Lugana Heirloom Lace by Color and Cotton.
Autumn Blessing, Waxy Moon Designs. Mom and I started in the same spot. I have slightly more done than she does.
Yeah.
And then I'm doing mine on 28 count. Let me get it. Winter Woolens Lugana.
Hill Debut and Sunflowers too. Measly little start, but still, it's something. I like this fabric.
It counts.
This is 36 count 18th century Blackbird Linen by R&R Reproductions. And I believe I'm doing all the call fors on this.
I believe so as well.
Yep. So even if you can't see a lot of stitching, enjoy the pretty fabric.
It is gorgeous fabric. I am doing Halloween rules. I'm currently working on Mind Your Mummy. But again, it's going to be like Mom's all in one. I'm working on mine 32 count Vintage Stormy Night Lugana from the bottom up. And I have to mention this because it's so adorable. But I make our needle minders. And this one's a little turtle. Look at it. Just this little turtle.
It's so ugly. It's cute.
It's adorable.
Teresa Kogut, Soul Sisters.
Soul sister, soul sister.
I am doing mine on
40 count.
40 count Lakeside Linen Wood Smoke. I am planning on doing mine. I want to do mine for my sister. So I'm just going to take out the word soul and move sisters up a little bit, I think is what I decided. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. It's going to be small.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Pretty fabric, though.
It is. This is Plum Street Samplers, Ghoul Tidings. This is called for on 32 count, 1 strand of floss over 2. So it's called for. And it looks delicate, but fantastic. I'm doing mine on 32 count Stars Hollow Blend by R&R.
So looking at my last project, the 40 count, have you seen how I've transitioned from the 28 count coffee tea dye to more of the 40 counts? And
Yup.
it's just interesting how my tastes have changed a bit.
And I'm getting bigger. My next one's on 25 count.
Plum Street Samplers, The Gather In. Have you already shown this one?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm doing this on 32 count Vintage Country Mocha Lugana.
Woo!
Whoa! Step back. I don't know how big this is going to get. That's so cute. It really is cute. I like that vintage country mocha.
Holly Days Collection by Shannon Christine. So this is actually 6 separate patterns that you can do all as one, and I am doing it all as one. I'm doing mine on 25 count Prim Lugana, and I love it.
Is that cherry cobbler?
No,
is that the one you were doing? Oh.
This is all called for DMC.
Oh, okay. You may have said that. I wasn't listening.
And I'm doing it over 2, so it's the equivalent of 12.5 count fabric. I love it. Another reason I love the big and chunky. Yes, I'm excited.
Yeah. Do what you love, right?
Exactly.
Flying Lessons by Silver Creek Samplers. This was also another Mania start. And unfortunately, I didn't get very far. I'm doing mine on 32 count Stoneware by Color and Cotton. And I got the G and the H.
It's a great color.
It is a great color.
Heartstring Samplery. Baby, It's Cold Outside. Love this, but this is the one that I'm considering restarting. Only because I'm not a fan of the color. This is a Rit dye that Mom and I did, but it's got more of a pink hue, and it just isn't working for me. So, I'm pretty sure last WIP Parade I showed. Hold on. That was my start.
So you've increased a little bit.
I did.
Okay.
That is going to be my goal for our next WIP Parade is...
To increase everything?
Hopefully. I don't want anything that didn't have progress. If it didn't have progress in this WIP Parade, I want it to have progress in the next one.
Okay. Hopefully we'll get some of these finished so we don't have this long of a video next time.
It's shorter than our other video so far.
Well, we're not done yet. Your pile is still pretty big. Mine's pretty much...
Long videos bother Mom. Lots of whips bother Mom.
WIP parades bother Mom.
She feels like people get bored with these, and I tell her that if you're watching a WIP parade, you love WIP parades, and you're doing it on purpose.
And I'm sitting here yawning already, and it's my own projects.
She's bored.
Anyway. Country Cottage Needleworks. Oh, okay. This is Snowflake Serenade. I started doing this on a 32 count and a different 32 count. Then I restarted it. That's what's going on. Mm-hmm. So this is Grog by Bestitch Me. And it's just that little thing. But that's a pretty fabric.
And what we liked about this pattern is it is a delicate pattern. So it is harder to see the white, and that's intentional. Oh, hey!
So it's hard to find the right color fabric for it. But
yeah.
It really gives you that cold, wintry feel.
Yes. Again. I am working on the same one. I did the same thing where I just wasn't happy with my fabric. So what I did, I just picked the called for. And wow, you really can't see it. It's there, I promise.
What is the called for?
It actually looks...
Wait. Your snowman was upside down.
Called for is 32 count platinum. Actually, I take that back. I'm pretty sure called for is lamb's wool.
It is.
Oh no, you don't have any. I need to set this one aside and just double check.
That's the stuff I didn't like.
Yep. Just gonna double check some things. I was gonna say don't topple.
I know. I already toppled once on all my things ended up on the floor.
Go ahead.
Okay. Welcome Autumn by the Drawn Thread. I too love the Drawn Thread. And another shameless plug, we just started carrying some Drawn Thread in our shop. We got a lot of their Christmas patterns, and we'll continue to build those up and get more. This is on 32 count Haystack Linen by Color and Cotton. And that's it.
Waxy Moon Designs, Search the Sky. Called for 28 count blue spruce cashel linen. And I was doing it in hand, so my moon does not look great.
It doesn't look bad.
So what I'm going to do, I'm not restarting it, but I'm going to stitch the moon in a hoop and see how it looks. If I can live with it, I will. Otherwise, I'll rip out the rest of the moon and restitch it.
I wish I would have started mine from the top on this particular one. Okay, here's my words to live by that Jen was talking about. Yeah. Okay. I don't have...
She's remembering now.
I don't have a lot done. That's why I forgot.
Yeah.
Words to live by. And I have doled up my colors. But I can't... Like purple for purple I exchanged, but I did more of a creme color. This is on 36 count Brenda's Brew by R&R Reproductions. So if you can see that purple, how bright it is, I've changed it to a very... I'm only showing color. So that would be my LOW in the middle from follow. So I've dulled it up a little bit.
You've gone low.
I've gone low.
The Scarlet House American Farmhouse. This is another one I'm considering tweaking the design. Just because it's just, nah. So I don't want it to be, nah. I want it to be more, yay! That's where I'm at right there. 28 count coffee tea dyed Monaco.
This is my A Tisket and a Tasket. And I'm doing mine on 32 count Legacy by Picture This Plus. All called for colors. Which corner is that? Is that the top?
Either the top left or the bottom right.
So it goes one of these directions. But look at that pretty fabric.
Pretty sure I had it.
Like that. I think I started in the top left on this one.
Okay.
To die for colors.
Yeah, I love those. Waxy Moon Designs, Halloween House Trio. I'm going to do it like Mom, where hers are all in one row. I have not decided, though, if I'm doing one border all the way around all three of them, or if I'm doing it like this and just butting them up. 32 count Vintage Country Mocha Lugana. And I have just the rough. I actually started this on May 5th. And I know that because this was the morning that Jim was having his shoulder surgery.
Oh.
So this is the project I took to work on.
So, my opinion, I think I would leave the borders out. If I like having the borders in, but I also like having it as one big picture.
Would you do one big border all the way around?
That's what I would do, yeah. And I think I started something else somewhere that I did that on, but I can't remember. Maybe it was my winter trio.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's a completion, so you won't see it here today. Okay, the Equality Sampler by Plum Street Samplers. I'm doing mine on 32 count fawn by Picture This Plus. And that's it. That's all she wrote.
That's still a lot, Mom. My next one.
Considering these were all manias, I feel pretty good with as much as I got done.
Yeah. My next one is Bobby G Designs, The Wicked Witch.
Oh my gosh, I love that pattern.
I love her designs. This is another Jamie skirt, which you're going to have to squint pretty good to see it. A 28 count black Jobelin. Let me make it a little bit smaller. There it is. See it? That's where we're at. I did not have much time that day.
So, Jamie's Spooky Halloween Mantle by Bent Creek, I am also doing, but I am doing mine on 32 count raw natural linen. And I'm doing mine in DMC. I've converted mine all to DMC. So mine is not nearly as big and chunky as hers.
Here, I'm trying to find mine.
But I like it.
I love it. Are you ready?
And I think in the long run, with things like this, yeah, it's fun to stitch on, and yeah, it looks cool because I love yours. But what am I going to do with it afterwards? I'm just going to take up half my wall.
Yeah. Look at it. I want to stitch on this. Is it too late to stitch Halloween?
You can stitch whatever you want to stitch.
Whenever
Whenever you want to stitch it.
Tiny Modernist. What?
Nothing.
Okay. Tiny Modernist Halloween calendar. I'm doing mine like this, all as one piece. Mom actually did hers in individual pieces. And I'm doing mine on 32 count, 32 count Mirage by Picture This Plus.
That is gorgeous fabric. The fabric I did mine on, I can't remember what it is, but it was very gorgeous too. A lot similar
darker.
to that. But I did mine, like Jamie said, individually, so you can't really see the fabric that well.
Yeah.
That is pretty. I am doing American Eagle by Blackbird Designs. And this is out of the Sweet Land of Liberty block. I am doing this on Lakeside Linen, 36 count, vintage overcast.
So this is the same stuff I'm doing my Land That I Love on.
Oh. And this is another one I want to get back to. I just love it. This is my first Blackbird.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of firsts for me in here. And that's what Mania is about.
Yeah.
Firsts.
Waxy Moon Design, Springhouse Trio. I'm going to do that same concept all together on all of my house trios. I'm doing this on a 28 count Rit dyed by us. And it's there, I promise. But you can see the white. And it'll pop once I get all the other colors around it. I'm kind of one who likes to stitch the backbones, the framework.
Yeah, and then fill in.
Yep.
Oh Glory, Little House Needleworks. I'm doing this on 32 count color and cotton, warm sienna. And this also should be done fairly soon if I would just get going on it.
Yeah, you've got virtually all of it done.
Yeah,
You've got, I don't know what I'm trying to say.
I need to finish the leaves, the bird, and the words.
Yep.
And the flowers. Okay, so maybe I'm halfway through. But it goes fast.
My next one is a Dimensions Gold Collection kit. This is Equine Trio. I love Dimensions kits. I love kits. I love full coverage. I love it all. All called for, kit provided.
Oh, you like stitching.
I do. This is 14 count beige. And this is just the jawline and muzzle of that first horse that you see.
My Founding Promises by Silver Creek Samplers is on 32 count chickpea Lugana by Color and Cotton. And I don't have it written down, but I feel like I've changed colors.
I don't know. It might be called for DMC.
Okay, because this red looks a little darker than that
Mine
red.
did too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe it is called for. And what I did, I put the hoop here, which is at the very end, and I just stitched as much as I could inside the hoop without having to move the hoop.
This is Charting Creations, Uninvited Guest. I am also doing this like Mom is. I'm doing mine on 25 count, easy count Lugana, but I am doing 2 threads over one in a tent stitch, so a half cross. This is the lower left-hand corner, and this is the skirt of the Reaper and the start of his staff.
Pumpkin Kisses by Primrose Cottage. I'm doing mine on 32 count, vintage country mocha, called for DMC.
There, I love these.
I need to be working on that because that goes pretty fast too.
Yeah. We also have the Christmas wishes and snowman kisses, and I want to start those. I want to work on them. Heaven and Earth Designs. This is Together We Stand. Artwork by Jody Bergsma. I am doing mine 25 count easy grid Lugana. 2 over 1 tent stitch.
I like that. It's good. Now that you can see some of those colors coming in.
Yeah.
American Sampler by Plum Street. So pretty. This is on 36 count 18th century brown linen by R&R Reproductions.
Mom gave me her yawns.
I know. What I have noted was just Calico Kitty. I changed to barn door. So everything else should probably be the same.
Called for, yeah.
That's cute. And then it's me to start the flag. I see something with a flag in it, and that's where I'm starting. I got to start on the flag all the time.
Mine's right
Long
here somewhere.
may she wave.
Yes. Art to See, Mini Bolt Eagle. I love their patterns too.
You like that one.
Technically this is full coverage, but I am doing it on a fabric that does not need the background stitched. This is 14 count summer khaki. And that's where we are.
She's working on that one for her dear mama.
Yeah.
She's hoping I forget, but I'm not forgetting.
No, believe it or not, she's not.
I actually did. I forgot about it until you showed it to me the other day. It's like,
Really?
oh yeah, I forgot. You were doing that one for me. I did remember you were doing it for me after I saw it. So I delved.
No.
I dove.
I dove.
I doved
I doved.
into 56 count. Just because I wanted to try it out. I had to buy some strong readers. This is Summer Sweets Pen Keep by Scattered Seed Samplers. I am doing this on 56 count Cafe au lait. Called for DMC.
I just didn't know if it'd make a difference.
And it is going to be so tiny.
Oh, it's so tiny.
But it's fun. I can't stitch it as fast as I can other things. But it's fun. And obviously one thread over two.
Yes. This next one, oh God, I love this one. This is Pledge of Allegiance by the Cross Stitch Studio. Let's see.
Yeah, I like that so much.
I never paid attention to who the artist is, so I'm curious if they say easily. It just says artwork by Betsy Foster. So Betsy is the maker behind Cross Stitch Studio. I'm doing mine on 25 count, easy grid Lugana, 2/1 stitch. And I started in the bottom right hand corner. So I'm down here. And I came over here to see how the letters would look in tent stitch. And I think it's okay. To the point where I'm going to trudge forward.
That's way darker than I thought it would be, but looking at the pattern, I can see all that dark.
Yeah.
Okay, so this was my Halloween this year that I had a hard time putting this one down. I still am not sure if it's over for Halloween. This is Tellin' Emblem, Tangled Tidings, Happy Halloween. I'm doing mine on 36 count Ren by Picture This Plus. And I am doing this on all called for. All called for flosses. 1/2. Now, I don't like teals, and I don't like those really light greens up by the pumpkin. But I saw this at Market stitched up, and I absolutely fell in love with it. So I wanted to do it just like the model.
Yep.
Oh, I just love it. Love it. And there's a Christmas one, too. I think I'm going to start.
Chris Ann Tellin. I couldn't remember her first name. Yes, Mom has a Christmas one. That's pretty great. This next one was my birthday start this month. This is a sunset kit called Giants of the Sea. I am doing all the called for kit floss. I did make a change to my fabric. This is the bottom right hand corner. And let me do this real quick. That sky is not stitched. So it's just empty sky. So I picked a fabric that hopefully is mottled enough. Whee! Thank you. So hopefully you can see it. So this is 32 count Glacier by Picture This Plus. Lugana.
Glacier. That's a good name of a fabric.
I thought so too.
I am down to my last one. Remind me to fill this out later.
I am not. Okay.
Well, excuse me. Oh, you're not going to remind me?
No,
you're
I'm
not
not
down to your last one.
down to my last
I thought right after I said, remind me to fill this out, I am not. It's like, well, fine then.
Hey.
Speak that way. I'll remember it my darn self. Okay. So Jamie showed you the January in the hoop. I am doing February because she's doing January. I wanted to do something a little different. Watch our floss tube tomorrow if you want to update on what we're doing with these things.
Patterns.
Club. We're doing a club. So Jamie was doing hers in black.
14 count black.
14 count black. Yeah, if you want to grab yours. I am doing mine on 32 count raw natural.
Here, I'll let you show yours first.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
So mine will be a little tinier than hers. And I've said a couple of times already, raw natural is turning out to be one of my favorite colors. It's my go-to. I don't necessarily like the chalkboard look. I don't like stitching on black. So I've chosen this, and I think it's going to look really cute.
I think so, too.
Yeah.
And that was Mom's last whip.
That was my last one.
I have more to go.
And I will hold them for you if you'd like me to. I can assist.
Oh.
If you would like to speak, you speak of it, and I will hold it.
You're gonna, put it, there you go. This is what I call shadows.
She's bossy, isn't she? Goodness.
This is a pattern by Cross Stitch for Everyone on Etsy. I love her patterns so very, very much. Mm-hmm. The artist is, where did it go? Jessie Williard. I'm doing this one also on, I think all of mine. No. 25 count, easy count Lugana. And I have all the way down there. So as you can see, this is his right eye. It's very confusing for a second. This is his main, well, a little bit of it, and then this is his jawline.
So are we over here?
Yes.
Okay, so you're right in here?
Yep. And then this is the bottom corner. But I'll get it a little bit closer so you can see.
This is the one I'm excited for you to work on. I love this one so much. Hey, it kind of looks like my shirt.
Hey.
And kind of not.
So that's what this one looks like. This is a crowd favorite, and I love it just as much.
How many of those 9 3/4 pins do you have? Okay.
2. I don't know if that word came out. 2. And this is why I said, never mind. Artisy, freedom. I love landscapes and I love animals. This one I'm doing on 16 count over 2. 16 count 2 threads over 1 on easy count Ada. I started in the middle. You can't see anything. I'm working my way down to the bottom left hand corner, if you wouldn't mind. So I'm here working my way this way.
I would be working my way up this way.
That might happen. Might happen.
What do we have here? Do we have another Beauty and the Beast?
This is Thomas Kincaid, Beauty and the Beast. I got this one off of Etsy, and to be honest, I'm not sure if it was copyrighted or if it was appropriately sourced, but I am still doing it. Also doing this on 25 count Easy Grid Lugana, 2 over 1/10 stitch. That's about 1,000 stitches. That's it.
But that's a lot. Yeah. 1,000 stitches on another thing, you would almost be done with it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, I'm the reason Mom's into so much full coverage. I am also working on Heaven and Earth Design Mini Scaredy Cats, artwork by Jeff Haney. I went in a different direction than Mom. I started in the same spot, 25 count Easy Grid Lugana. It'll be a little bit hard to see here, but let me come in here. So I did the nose, and I dropped down to the mouth, and then I decided to pick a color that went around one of the cats to give it a little bit of structure. Slowly but surely.
You like this one so much you made 2 copies.
Yeah. I have a thing for horses, too. This is a Reolist kit, Breeze Through Maine, done in anchor floss on...
So pretty.
I love it. Love, love, love it. On 14 count black Ada. I'm going to hold it back here first. This is right here.
Okay.
So then this is the start of his muzzle. Then I'm going to come in so you can see it a little bit better. Yeah.
That is beautiful.
Just work on it. Okay. Mystic Stitch, Home of the Brave. Unfortunately, Mystic Stitch did not survive COVID. So they are one full coverage company that is no longer there. Artwork is by Jason Bullard. 25 count easy grid Lugana, 2/110 stitch, all black. That's in the bottom right hand corner. This is a really fun one.
Are all your last ones full coverages?
No. I hope not, because there's some that should be in here. Heaven and Earth Designs. This is artwork by Jeremiah Kettner. This is a quick stitch wishing tree. So this is a piece of another pattern that they made into a quick stitch. I'm also doing this on 16 count easy grid Ada, 2/1. And this is just a little thread hanging in the back. This one's going to stitch up quick if I actually get on it. Because this little curlicue is that one right there.
Is it sideways?
I don't know. Yeah, probably.
I'm having a hard time figuring it out.
No, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah, because these are the right there, there, and then the curlicue.
Oh, okay.
So, like that. This one. This is called Black Bear Country. Custom Crafts. Patterned by...
Making it for her mama.
Yep, patterned by Custom Crafts. I'm doing this on 14 count. It's a gray. Dun, dun, dun. So I started working, this is the middle. So I started working here. It's a paper pattern. And then I charted it in my own cross-stitch software, but I only got the first row and down here done. So then I worked my way up over here. So, and I can't keep charting it because I lost it when my computer crashed.
Oh, no.
So, that's where we're at. Yeah, the joys of a crashed computer.
Back up, back up, back up.
Enchanted Rose. This is another full coverage kit. Not kit. Full coverage pattern. By Nini Designs. Also got that on Etsy. 25 count easy grid Lugana. 2/110 stitch.
That is a pretty rose.
I decided I needed to work on the rose. Because why not? One, it's the focal point, and two, I was able to get all the reds done. So then I don't have to keep them or carry them anymore. Freedom for All. This is another Custom Crafts pattern. Mom and I actually did the puzzle for this, and we glued it down with Mod Podge. This was back when I didn't have enough money to buy artwork. So then my husband made a frame for it, and we hung it up. Started in the middle. This is just a 14 count beige Ada. Started in the middle, and wait, hold on. There we go. And then worked my way up so I could get to the corner. This was a Mania start this year. Dimensions Gold Collection. This is Rocky Point. Did not get much done on this. All kit stuff. Started in the middle. That's a little bit of an outline of a rock and the base of the lighthouse. Hopefully I'm not going too fast for you guys.
You're not.
I know for you, you're fine, but some people like this stuff. This one, I debated even showing you because there's 91 stitches on it, and I don't feel like it's enough for a start, but...
But they want to see the pretty pictures, right?
Yes, right?
Right.
This is from the Crush Stitch Studio. This is Hiding Place. Artwork by Abraham Hunter.
This one is going to be pretty when you get into those
I'm
colors.
so excited. But there's only 91 stitches. Bottom left-hand corner. 25 count, easy grid Lugana, 2/110 stitch. Dimensions Gold Collection. This is Hidden Spirits. All kit stuff. I'm going to hold it back first so you can kind of see it, because as soon as I come in closer, it'll blow out.
Is that a dog?
Yeah, that's a dog head.
I didn't realize that.
There's a lot of hidden stuff in there. So these are her hands, her face, her robe. And this is the lion, the mountain lion, and the rock. I think I messed up a little bit down here, so I need to go back through and see where I'm at. So then I came and started on the background so I could actually get something done. Yeah, so we've got the mountain lion there, the dog. I thought there was something else, though.
What we're talking about is this right here is a dog. I thought it was a rock, but it's a dog.
Oh, that goes over here.
Pretty, pretty indeed.
This one. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I like
Yes.
this one. I want to do this one.
This is a German pattern called Colors of the Water. I'm doing the DMC colors for this, and I'm just doing it on 14 count Ada. And that's where I am. I started in the top right hand corner.
Can I hold it?
Sure.
Did I kit this? I feel like I kitted it. Or did I not get that far?
I don't think you did. Sunflower Patchwork, Shannon Christine. I'm changing the colors a little bit, so instead of the teals, I'm going to go more for a kind of a wine red color. But you wouldn't know that looking at my fabric and my start. That's what I got right there. Just a little bit, but that's okay.
You gotta start somewhere.
Yes, this was a 2023 Mania start, and I don't think I think maybe I had 10 minutes. Plum Street Samplers, the Quality Sampler. Whee! This is one that Mom showed already. And I have the bottom right-hand corner work done. Fabric. I don't know. It's a 32 count. Well, that needs to be serged. I'm going to put that over here. 32 count linen. My next one is Plum Street Samplers. This is American Sampler. Mom did show this earlier. I'm doing mine on 28 count coffee tea dyed Monaco. Bum-ba-dum. So this is the little building on the side, like the little shed thing over here.
You were working on that not too long ago, weren't you?
It's been a few months already.
Oh, wow. I went fast. My lower extremities are tired.
You mean your butt's falling asleep?
Tired as sun.
Waxing Moon Designs, Watch It Snow. Mom just finished this one last year? Or this year? Earlier this year?
Last year.
We changed colors and we're doing it all in jewel tones.
It could have been earlier this year. It was winter.
Yeah. But again, you're not going to know because I have a tiny little start. 28 count coffee tea dyed Monaco. As we move forward with this project at some point, you'll see all those beautiful jewel tones. Little House Needleworks Snowflakes. I'm doing virtually all called for. It does call for bamboo, classic colorworks. I'm just doing 3865. And I'm doing this on 28 count coffee tea dyed Monaco. It doesn't really matter, but it could go that way. Or it could go this way. It's interchangeable. This one, my grandma loves iris, or loved irises, so I did this one. I'm doing this one for her. This is Heaven and Earth Designs. This is another quick stitch pattern called Quick Stitch Iris by Josephine Wall. 28 count coffee tea. 25
not even
count
close.
Easy Grid Lugana. And this thing is going to be so tiny.
So pretty.
2/1 tent stitch. This thing is going to be 6 by 7 inches.
Oh, wow. Where are you at?
Look, the bottom left-hand corner. That's it. That's the size of the paper. Oh, here's my glitter village. Stop fidgeting. Country Cottage Needleworks Glitter Village. I don't know if Mom said this, but we're doing ours all as one piece. On the called for fabric, which is that 32 count Belfast raw silver. And so what I did for changing the colors, I just did this in Excel where I drew up very rudimentary. I drew up the symbols. This is the called for color. This is the type of color, light brown, medium brown, pink. And then this is what we changed it to.
So this is your start since you changed it?
Yeah. Yep, because the other one I did was on 28 count coffee tea dyed Monaco. This is another 9-part series that I'm doing the whole thing of. This is Farmhouse Christmas by Little House Needleworks. I'm doing it on 28 count Lugana in mushroom. I've got the middle square done. And then I was working on that bottom right square. And I was just going for the delicate look. So yes, I know the whites are going to be a little harder to see, but oh well.
You want to show my middle square?
Sure. Can you open that back up?
Mm-hmm. So mine's on 28 count coffee tea dyed. I was working on it. I got to the done with the middle square and I was bored. So I stopped there.
I don't know if you guys have figured this out, but Mom gets bored easy. And yet she's kind of a monogamous stitcher. So explain that one. The pile's almost done, I promise. I think this is everything. I don't think I'm missing something. October 31st, with Thy Needle and Thread, Brenda Gervais. 28 count coffee tea dyed Monaco. For the most part, it's all called for, but the cloak / dress for the witch is done in Fisherman's Wharf. That's Gentle Arts. And I'm just working from the bottom up. And I'm choosing to only do a handful of rows of grass down here. I'm still going to do like 3 or 4 more. Give it a little something something. But I didn't see the need to do all of that.
That's the way I did mine too. I left out the words on the bottom.
Yes. Stop checking your watch.
It went off.
The last one.
Don't feel pressured. You're rushing. You feel pressured.
Well, yeah, because you're bored and fidgeting.
I'm trying not to be.
Oh, but you're not trying that hard. Okay, anyway. Dimensions Gold Collection. This is a treasured time. Oh, it's pretty, isn't it?
It is very pretty.
I started in the center, but now I'm working my way. I did work my way to the upper right-hand corner. So that little blue blob down there is the center. And then I just worked my way up. And this needle minder says, I solemnly swear that I am up to no good. And you will find out what that means in the next book. Not the one you're reading.
Really? That's
book 3.
Harry Potter thing?
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm looking around.
Are we done?
Yes. I think we're done. Okay. Yes.
I might be doing a WIP parade under duress. No, it's not that bad.
But we are going to we're going to film a regular floss tube update tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
There are a couple of projects that you guys didn't see in this particular WIP parade, because a WIP parade means a work in progress.
So since last video, I started and finished one.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll see that one tomorrow.
Yes.
And then we'll talk about our club and some shop updates.
Yep.
So please come back tomorrow.
We appreciate you guys. Thanks for sticking around and enjoying this WIP parade with us.
We'll see you later. Thank you.
Yep. Bye, guys.